This is Trip. They said they needed somebody whose mic demeanor matches how the D-League get it hype inside that ice arena. For live action analysis and highlights, you need to let your host on the mic, Mr. Reichert, be the light to lead you through life between the pipes. Incite like an encyclopedia. Look inside yourself, find the fight to compete in you. Get in while you can, the numbers doubling fast. Asses in the seats and snot bubbles on the glass. Sign your name on the line for your spot and lock it up. This is hockey. We'll see who talking tough when they drop the puck. Try to keep your teeth and knock it up. Sorry about your luck. You should probably go sit down somewhere safe and get doctored up. Turn it up loud, let it knock in your truck. Or in the office, sound waves ripple through coffee cups. Come on. Log on, lock it in, and lock it up. It's dleagueradio.com, let's talk it up. Again. Log on, lock it in, and lock it up. It's dleagueradio.com, let's talk it up. Lace your skates up or sit back reading the tea leaves. You are now tuned into the D-League. If you ain't bumping this in your ride, you need a DD. You are now tuned into the D-League. Leave your TV, come and see it in 3D. You are now tuned into the D-League. It's the best podcast in the biz, better believe me. You are now tuned into the D-League.
And welcome back to D-League Radio. I'm Patrick McFarland along with John Reichert here, and we are ready to bring you live from Bucks Arena the final game of our four-game slate today. This one is between the 5-seeded Wolverines and the 4th-seeded Stampede. It's playoff intermediate hockey here on D-League Radio. And, John, we've got a good one here between the Wolverines and Stampede.
I'll tell you what, Patrick. So far today, we've been treated to 3 really, really good games. This proves to be the 4th. And just the icing on the cake, as it were, for the opening round of playoffs here in the CIDL. You have teams that have had just very similar seasons where one week they'll both look like gangbusters out there, and then the following week they'll just lay an egg. We have a perfect example. Last week, the Stampede, who had a great year at 12-9-3, lost to the Vicious Squirrels for the Squirrels' only 3rd win of the season.
Right.
And the Wolverines, who have just had an up-and-down season. They've had attendance issues and things like that. And they lost to the Iowans 5-3. But miraculously, this series is tied during the season. Both teams, they're 2-2-1 against each other. And the last time they met was March 24th, and the Wolverines came away with a 3-2 win. So we have our jobs cut out for us today by calling a good game, and I think we're going to get that with these two teams on the ice.
Well, Ted Davis leads the Wolverines with 20 goals. Andrew Curio with 9, and Travis Hamilton has 8. Ian Mathers is the leading scorer for the Stampede with 28 goals. Kurnow and Lee with 9 each, and we're underway here.
And we have 2 of the best goaltenders in the league with Aaron Inderlead and Jake Kello in net.
Great matchup.
They're going to be tested.
Absolutely. And right off the hop, here's Mathers into the zone. Mathers into the corner now, back out to neutral ice. Wolverines skating right to left across your radio dial, wearing the green, the Stampede in the white with the orange trim. There's Robinson behind his own net, up to Mathers, looking cross ice. Knocked down there by Ross Gilly. Gursky moving it ahead, gets it to Robinson into the zone. Now back out to center, first minute of play here. That's Llewellyn, moves it across ice. Tries to hit his teammate, can't do it. Now over skating it there was Robinson. Here's Ross Gilly at center. Cross ice pass, nobody home. Dylan Young trying to chase it down. Instead it's taken there by Robinson. Turnover taken though by Mathers at center. With speed over the line, 1-on-3. Mathers cuts it in. Behind the net now, still with it into the corner. 3 Wolverines converge on him. Mathers just sends one toward the ice, or toward the net, and he'll just bat it back in from the blue line now. Llewellyn behind his net. Partial line change here for the Wolverines right off the bench there. Was 21, that was Cunningham. Cut off though by Sandy and sent the other way. Llewellyn moves it up off the boards. Taken by Austin Taylor behind his net. Shadowed by Ted Davis. Taylor waits. Oh, ill-advised pass taken by Davis. Fires it just wide. Lazy clearing attempt there, and he almost paid for it. And Kello will cover. We'll get our first whistle here.
We tell our teams from the very first day of Pee-wees and Squirts, do not make a pass up the middle of the ice. Taylor tried to make a pass up the middle of the ice. And Ted Young almost made him pay for it.
Sure did. So face off to Kello's right. Stampede win the draw, back behind the net. Taylor has it there. Face-off circle now moves it up to center. Long stretch pass out of the reach of Lee, taken instead by Fred Woodward. Woodward behind his own goal. Battling there with Lee. Along the far boards, Cunningham looks to get a break. It's taken instead and knocked back by the Stampede. Now at center ice, here's Wilcox. Turns with it. Poked away by Davis. Over to Taylor. Gets it to Lee at center. Collision there with 77 Garby. Now here's Wilcox over the line. 3-on-3. Centers it for Lee. Shots blocked. Garby back the other way.
Great play by Kyle Gray there to break that pass up. Would have been a high-quality scoring chance for Jake Lee for sure.
And Ted Davis off the inadvertent spinorama now gets it down the ice. Taylor tries to connect with his teammate Cunningham.
Another pass up the middle, right in front of his own net. That's twice Taylor has tried to pass it up the middle in his own zone in front of his own goalie. And if Cunningham had, if it was any other player other than Cunningham, who's a rookie player this year, that could have ended up with a high-quality scoring chance on Jake Kello. So, you know, this is the playoffs. It's win or go home, and your season is over, and you have to make smart plays. There are a number of people on the Wolverines team that will put the puck in the back of the net if you're not careful.
You got to think somebody might be saying something to him on the bench right now about that. Now play right in front of us, in front of the penalty box. Over skating it is Murphy, back to Llewellyn. Fires it cross ice just out of the reach of Stanbro. Now loose at center, picked up by Price. Skates it up the boards into the zone. Price, top of the circle, lets it go. Shot, save made there by Inderlead. No rebound, will have a whistle.
The Wolverines defense was backing up a little bit too much on that one, Patrick. You saw when Price gained the blue line, the defense was already all the way back in the face-off circle and still backing up. I mean, Joe Price is a good player, but you need to pressure him a little bit more to get the puck off of his stick or to force him to make a play. You're giving him too much room there.
Now play at center. Hamilton cuts it back. Just inside the blue line, waits with it. Leaves it for Llewellyn. Taken now instead by the Stampede momentarily. Now Hamilton lets it go right in. Shot, rebound. Kello tries to grab it, can't control it. Still in the hands of the Wolverines in the corner. Back to the point, taken though instead by Desjardins, and he'll skate it up. Desjardins lets it go from just inside the blue line. Well wide of the goal. Price takes it in the corner. Makes a move, gets it behind the net. Price looking to center one right out in front of the paint. Taken by Llewellyn, fired off the boards, not out. Kept there by Matt Whips. Now turnover taken by Hamilton. Ill-advised pass. Price from the slot lets it go. Glove saved by Inderlead, and he'll hang on.
So we're here watching the higher level of play in the CIDL, the intermediate league, and yet we're watching passes that usually is reserved for novice players. They're passing it up the middle, and each time it has been intercepted and a scoring chance has occurred.
It's remarkable how consistently those passes don't make it out of the zone and also often make it into the back of the net.
And what's also astounding, too, is the people that are making these passes are people that know better.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Here's Mathers behind the net. Cuts it around, still with it. Tries to get it back to the point. Pass sails all the way down. And having to give chase here is Sandy. Gets to it first, but not out. Ross Killey will just fire it around the boards, taken by Curiel, overskating it there. Robinson kept at the point, though. Sent in on goal, hit something in front, and didn't get all the way through. And the Stampede just fired all the way down. No icing here. Fred Woodward back to get it. Challenged by Mathers. Still in the zone for the Stampede. Now moved on to center for Curiel. Stick handles knocked away by Mathers. Back to Taylor. 13:20 to go here. Scoreless tie between the Stampede and the Wolverines. Oh, now near turnover right in front of the goal. Taylor again. This time he's able to get it to Mathers, but kept there by Ross Killey. Hard off the boards. Wolverines look to set it up. Now we're going to have a whistle here.
I'm not sure what happened there, but I think they're calling a crease violation.
Okay.
All right. So Curiel apparently was in the crease for a little longer than the referee deemed necessary, and especially since the puck wasn't in the play area of the net. So the faceoff will come back to the neutral zone.
Come back out just outside the Stampede end. It will be Robinson and Curiel on the faceoff. 12:30 to go here in the first. Scoreless tie. Wolverines looking to pull off the upset on the Stampede here in the first round of the CIDL intermediate playoffs.
We've already had one upset today with the last place Bandits.
That's right.
Upsetting the Goldfish today.
You just never know. Here's Mathers now, top of the circle. Lets it go. Well wide of the goal. Had some mustard on it though, and Robinson keeps it the blue line. Mathers takes it top of the circle. Wheels, looks, shot, hit a skate. Hard off the boards, kept by Sandy. For the moment, now feeds it down in. Looking to center one, just out of the reach of Mathers, but kept though by Robinson. Wide into the corner. Woodward gets there first, plays it out to center. Taylor just wheels it back in. Offsides is Mathers, he has to leave it. And Fred Woodward will skate it up. 11:45 to go here, period one. He'll just send it down the length of the ice. Sandy behind the goal, just play it on. Hit a skate, stayed in momentarily. Now Mathers, look out here. Here he comes. Woodward challenges him, pokes it away. Back to Mathers. Lets it go. Shot, he scores! Wow! Mathers goes blocker side, and it's 1-0.
You know, I thought the Wolverines did a good enough job defensively to make Mathers really work hard for that goal, because Woodward was able to get in good position and force Mathers to go wide, but Mathers just has a fantastic shot, just ripped it and dented the twine. Stampede find themselves on top.
When you've got 28 goals in the regular season, it's no surprise you get the first one of the playoffs.
It's not his first time.
No. He knows how to do that. Here's Lee now, over the line. Lee lets it go, save made by Interlead, big rebound off the backboards, taken again by Lee, tries to feed the point. Taken away now. Lee able to come up with it again. Bumps in the corner with Mundy. Mundy will get there. Wheel around. Reverse it back to Cunningham along the far boards. Pressured there. Turns it over. Having to cut back and get it is Ted Davis. Looks to stretch one out. Well out of the reach there of Cunningham. And move forward by Brott. Up to White. Into the zone. Taken away by the Wolverines. 10:15 to go here, first period. 1-0 Stampede with the early goal. Now comes in on Jake Kello. He'll just stick it into the corner. Taken there by Cunningham, back to Davis. Near side boards, sends one right out in front. And sticking that one aside was Kello. Cunningham back to get it just inside the blue line. Partially fans on the shot, now gets it over to Davis. Top of the slot, Davis backhands it. Not much on it, goes wide. Along the near board, Stampede now looking to break out. Lee wheels around. Cunningham able to poke it away back to Garby. Garby taken now instead by Lee. He'll just circle back around, that's Wilcox. Wilcox looking to get it over to Whips, hit it off his own skate. Now Garby comes and pinches in, knocks it into the zone. Brought back to get it, and he'll just send it out. Here's Mundy. Over to Cunningham. Lee backhands it up the boards. Over skating it there, look out here. Stampede into the zone. Here's Price, wheels around, centers one, nobody there. Knocked back out to center by Llewellyn. And Brott will just stick it right back in. Llewellyn again. Up the board, out of the reach of Davis. Whips will just play it back. Shabak overskates it at center. Cunningham retreats. 8:45 to go here, period one. Stampede with the 1-0 lead. Price at center in front of the bench. Mundy just back out to center. Team's playing volleyball with it here. Ted Davis just over the line. Skates it in top of the circle. Leaves it for Llewellyn. Sends it well wide of the goal. Bounces off the boards. Taylor there first. Hard around to Desjardins. Squirts out to center. Shabak overskates that one. Llewellyn will just dump it back deep. 8:10 to go.
Good play. Real good play by Llewellyn there. If he doesn't get that puck away from Desjardins and Shabak, they're going the other way with numbers.
Speaking of, here's Shabak right in. Interlead makes a save. Rebound loose. Taken out of harm's way by Gray. Now over to Hamilton. Leaves it Up for Stanbro, over the line. On Taylor, Stanbro, shot saved by Kello, rebound. Comes near boards. Joe Murphy couldn't get there. Now Taylor behind the net. 7:30 to go in the first.
Something I'm noticing real quick, the Wolverines aren't getting a lot of time deep in the Stampede zone, but when they are deep, the Wolverine defensemen are standing out by the red line. They're respecting the speed of the Stampede, of which they have a ton, a little too much in my opinion. You got to get up there and help your forwards join the offensive rush.
Now look out here, just out of the reach
We're gonna
though,
have a penalty.
is Hamilton, and we're going to get a call, and it'll be the Stampede shorthanded.
Yeah, Taylor got his stick into Joel Murphy's feet there, tripped him up as the Wolverines were looking to come the other way. So now he'll sit what he hopes is for 2 minutes, and the Wolverines will get the first man advantage of the day. It'll look to even this score at 1 with 6:55 remaining here in the first.
Not a great first period for Mr. Taylor. A couple of ill-advised passes and now a penalty. And like you said, face-off deep in the Stampede end. Wolverines win it back to the point. Here's Gray, waits, shot, finds it all the way through. Out the backboards, played there by Young, and Stampede will just send it the length of the ice. Interlead plays it on to Woodward, fans on the pass. Now look out here. Here's Robinson in the zone, 1-on-2. Robinson shot, didn't get much on it, sticked away there by Interlead. Wolverines look to break out, but can't get an outlet pass, and Whips will just send it back down in.
Looking like a typical D-League power play. Spend the time all in your own defensive zone, unable to bring the puck up forward, and things are going just according to plan.
Here's Murphy. Feeds it on to Young. They gain the zone. Back to Hamilton. Lets it go. Shot. Glove saved there by Kello. He saw it all the way.
Yeah, good shot by Hamilton. The only offensive chance they've had so far in this man advantage for the Wolverines. And again, it's not just the Wolverines. It's D-League wide. You get on the power play, and all of a sudden everything falls apart. Hamilton had a shot, had a lane. Kello saw that the whole way, though. There's no way that was going in.
I would love to see a comparison of the number of shorthanded versus power play goals that are scored
I would
in
love
D-League.
to see that, too.
I think somebody needs to add
Speaking
those
of
up.
shorthanded.
Here we go. Here's Mathers in shorthanded. Top of the slot, all by himself. Skating around. He's got a teammate now. Whips is with him. Mathers just content to waste some time here. And Curiel looks to break out. Back to center, though. Brott easily steers that one back his way. Now coming the other way, here's Ross Gilly off a stick. Brott back out to center. Mundy will have to retreat. 20 seconds on the power play. Wolverines look to make one more push. 4:55 in the period. 1-0. Stampede with the early lead. Oh, long pass there out of the reach, and Sandy will take it and just kill off most of the rest of this power play. Hard forecheck there by Young, but Stampede able to get it out. Llewellyn up to Curiel. Curiel's in the zone, top of the circle, lets it go. Shot. Oh, it just goes wide. Kello misplayed it off the glove, but it went wide of the goal. Now Llewellyn right in on Kello again. This time he saw it all the way and gloved it, and he'll hang on for a whistle.
Curiel with a great shot on goal, and almost a deceptive look for you and I as it looked to bounce off of Kello and into the net.
Yeah.
I almost jumped up there, but nice save by Kello. Good shot by Curiel, though, as that power play came to an end.
Now face off to Kello's right, won by the Wolverines. Cunningham and Llewellyn miscommunicate there, and the puck will be back out to center. Race for it now. Wilcox and Mundy. Interlead out to play it instead. Moves it on over the stick of Ross Gilly, though. Curiel back to Ross Gilly. He'll just fire it in. Hard off of Taylor. Comes momentarily back out to center. Now Lee off his stick. Played by Brott, still in. Now squirts to center. 3:30 to go in the period. Here's Llewellyn, pinches it up. Skates it to the corner. Llewellyn backhands one toward the net, but it played easily out to center there.
The Wolverines had the puck in the offensive zone, and Mundy back at his own blue line.
Like you said, maybe just a little bit too much respect there, and not much offense at the blue line when you do that. Now here comes Lee the other way with speed, top of the circle. Shot in, pad save, interlead, big rebound off the far boards. Now centering pass, though. Lee shot wide, and we'll have a whistle here.
They're going to say that was a slap shot as Jake Lee had a little bit too much of a windup. The puck's going to come all the way back down into the Stampede zone.
There you have it. So now face-off for the Wolverines in the offensive zone. 2:45 to go here in the first. They trail the Stampede 1-0. Early goal by Ian Mathers is the only tally here in the first. Kello has been solid when tested.
As has Inderley. There was a great shot by Mathers
Yeah.
that went in.
Yeah, you can't
both
really fault the
both
goalie
goalies playing very well, which we expected.
Now long lead pass. Lee into the corner, battling hard though. Whips, able to just move it forward, but nobody there. Gray will just wrist it out to center. Cunningham, though, look out. Here comes Cunningham.
As Davis.
Skates it. He had Davis with him, but Sandy played the puck angle very well there. And now Davis along the boards. Cuts it in. Ted Davis moves it toward the goal, but nobody there. Gray keeps it the blue line. Wide of the goal. Sandy plays it on, not out. Cunningham keeps it for the moment. Now squirts on out to center. Woodward retreats to get it, just backhands it. Whips coming up with it now over the line. Matt Whips lets it go. Blocked in front by Woodward, loose in front. Whips had a whack at it. Now Dejanay sends it right in on goal. Moved aside by Inderlead. Now Woodward behind the net. Minute 30 to go in the period. Moved on out to center. Sandy for the Stampede. Ricochets off Cunningham's body and played on forward by the Stampede. Gray on out to center. Here's Garvey. Over the line. Garvey has Cunningham with him. Garvey still with a shot way wide. Cunningham over to get it. Plays it on into the corner. Minute 10 to go. Tries to go cross ice to Garvey. Back at the point. Gray. Shot. Taken in front by Lee with speed. Over the line now. Lee takes it to the corner. Gets by Gray. Behind the net. Gray circling is Lee. Centering pass out in front. Knocked away by Gray. Lee comes back to get it. Now turnover. Davis coming the other way. Ted Davis under a minute to go. Challenging Brott.
Good defense by Brott to break that up.
Pushed into the corner. Davis gets there first. Moves it to Garvey. Back to Davis. Circles around in the corner. Ted Davis centering past Garvey. Oh, an opportunity. Still loose in front. They score!
John Garvey with the goal.
Garvey cleaning up the garbage, and it's 1-1.
He had Michael Cunningham in front, and Garvey was there as well. As Davis got the puck there. It was broken up somehow. Bounced in on Kello. The puck came loose. And under 30 seconds remaining in the period, and the Wolverines have tied this up on a goal by John Garvey.
How big are those, though? Tail end of the period. You've been down almost the whole period. You come back, get a late one, and now we're tied.
Momentum was definitely on the Stampede side, but they'll take that lucky bounce and run with it for sure.
And no sooner is the puck dropped, but the horn goes, and so that is the end of the first. Very exciting first period. Mathers and Garvey each with tallies, and after one, it's 1-1 between these two teams, the Wolverines and the Stampede.
And, yeah, we're here to tell you that D-League Radio is brought to you by the Keg Stand, 3530 Westtown Parkway in West Des Moines. They have over 90 beers on tap, as you already know, and they have new tappings happening every single week. A full menu of some of the best food in town, food specials all day, Monday through Friday, and they are open till 2 a.m. 7 days a week. That's the Keg Stand, the official home of the CIDL, and as always, the official home of D-League Radio. Wow, I'll tell you what, the Stampede carried that period for the most part, and maybe that goal will give the Wolverines some confidence because, again, as we were stating, the defense of the Wolverines is hanging out at the red line and even their own blue line while they have the puck in the offensive zone. Well, now you're playing shorthanded in your own zone. It's hard to score that way. The forwards, again, KG veterans like Ted Davis and John Garvey doing the yeoman's work for them. Maybe that will give the Wolverines some confidence that they can jump up in the play. The Stampede are a very fast team, one of the fastest teams in the CIDL, but you have very good veteran defensemen with Ryan Llewellyn and Kyle Gray and Fred Woodward. Those guys are going to be able to get back, and you got to join your team in the offensive zone for sure.
Well, we're just about ready to go here. Period 2, 1-1 tie. Team switch sides. Wolverines now skating left to right. They win the faceoff and move it up here. Stanbro lets it go from just inside the blue line.
Whoa.
Big save by Kello. Ricochets over the goal and behind the net.
Very strange rebound.
Always dangerous when that happens. Now Wolverines keep it in the zone. Dancing around now, here is Hamilton. He shoots. He just hit that one wide. He had a lot on that wrister. Llewellyn. And now back to Mundy, who's again, like you've been
At
saying,
his own blue line.
way back by his own blue line, not helping at all in the offensive zone. That has to be a conscious strategy by the Wolverines to play that conservatively. But you're right, it does take away the opportunities from the point and the ability to move the puck front to back. And here's the Stampede over the line. Shot off a pad of Interleague. Ricochets to the corner. Sandy battles for it there. Taken by Stanbro.
3-on-1 if they hurry.
Here they come. Stanbro into the zone. He's got Hamilton with him. He's got Woodward with him. Still with it. Tries to get a shot off. It's loose in front. Hamilton had a go at it. Puck goes behind the net. Still loose. Llewellyn pinches up to try to keep it, but the puck will roll out to center. Here come the other way. Here come the Stampede.
Oh, good poke check by Ryan Llewellyn on the back check as Desjardins gained the zone with speed, but Llewellyn was right by him side by side.
Now here comes Hamilton over the line. Hamilton face-off circle shot. Still loose. Save made, though, by Kello. And he will now cover that one, and we'll get a whistle as 18:25 here in the period.
All right, now we're starting to see some pushback by the Wolverines. They scored with just seconds left in that first period to tie the game at 1. Now they're starting to show that they have some more confidence going into this game. The Stampede still playing their game, still looking at a lot of speed and some very crisp passing, but the Wolverines showing some bounce back now.
Absolutely, and sometimes that can happen. You get a goal, you tie the game, and you get a little boost of adrenaline. Now clean face-off win. Gray shot wide of the goal, hard off the boards. Mundy, Ross Killy, centers one, nobody there. Taken by Mathers, looks to break. Long stretch pass, goes well out of the reach there of Curnow, and that will go for an icing.
Again, the speed of the Stampede. You have Mathers, who's probably the best player in the CIDL, in my opinion. I was a teammate of his a season ago. We were both on the Jesters, and I've said this a number of times that I've had the both, as a defenseman, I had my best offensive numbers for this my career just being on the same team with Ian Mathers. I just got in the puck and I just racked up the assists. But using his speed with Karinsky and that to try and set that up, you could see that it's going to happen sooner than later.
Yeah, Mathers. Curiel, neutral ice. Tries to get it over to Young. Poked away, now Mathers. With speed, long strides over the line. Mathers cuts it to the slot. Shot blocked by Gray, and this one will squirt back out to center. Brott will wait and just dump it in. Comes right in on goal, and they are going to whistle.
That will go all the way back down into the Stampede zone. You shot it on net while your team was offside deliberately, and that is automatically back in the zone to the left of Jake Kello, and we're still tied at 1.
So offensive zone faceoff here for the Wolverines. It'll be Curiel on the draw. And the Stampede win the faceoff. Back over to Brott. Goes hard around the boards. Over to Curnow. Right in front of the benches. Curnow up the far side. Into the zone. Cuts it back. Has Mathers with him. Now lets a shot go. Saved there. Loose in front. Sticked into the corner now. Stampede still with it. Taken instead, though, by Mundy. Long stretch pass just out of the reach of Curiel. It will come all the way down, and Kello will cover it. And finally, we get a whistle there. And we'll have another face-off. 16 to go here in the second. Still tied at 1. Wolverines and Stampede.
It's like the game of stretch passes here. Both teams looking to spread the ice out and get their teams, get the opposition a little thin.
Well, face-off win there by Curiel, but Mathers comes up with it for the Stampede. Goes hard off the boards, out of the reach of Curnow. Llewellyn back to get it. Played on over to Young. Brott backs up and gets it now for the Stampede. Hard off the boards, right in front of the penalty box. Mathers battling with Young. Young has it for the moment. Mathers still digging it out of there, and finally now the puck will be just sent in hard into the Stampede end. Whips back to play it.
Good forecheck by Ross Skilly as he caused this loose puck here in the Stampede zone.
Now Mundy keeps the blue line, but Brott able to get it long. Oh, long stretch pass. Mathers couldn't handle, otherwise he was gone. That one's going to come in on Interlead. He wisely covers the puck. And
now, we've been critical of the Stampede, or the Wolverine defense, of playing too far back in the neutral zone while the puck is in the attack zone, but that time the puck was not really in scoring position in the Stampede zone, And the defense got caught creeping up, and I don't know how you let Ian Mathers get behind you, but there he was.
That's exactly what you try to guard against. Now right off the faceoff, a shot hit escape from White. Lee keeps it to the point for Taylor now. Oh, near turnover there from Ted Davis.
Oh, wow.
Look out there. Llewellyn along the boards. Taylor gets there first. He'll just backhand it forward, trying to get it to Lee, but Llewellyn instead. White moves it on over to Wilcox. Back to Taylor, waits with it now, moves it up to White. Challenged, though, instead by Cunningham. Mundy loses control of it. White will just send it in, easily steered aside there by Interlead. Moved on back to center. Ted Davis, 13:50 to go here in the second. Cunningham, shot from outside the circle, sticked away easily by Kello. Now Garby along the boards. Wilcox, tries to leave it to Lee, overskates it. Llewellyn sends one well wide, hard off the boards.
Wide, that was 14 feet over the net. Good Lord. I didn't know he had enough loft on his stick to get one that high.
Here's Lee into the zone. Fans on a shot from just outside the circle. And the Wolverines look to push the other way. Mundy, long stretch pass. Here's Ted Davis. Off his stick. He had a chance to break with that one, but instead Taylor will be back and get it for the Stampede. Stretch pass to White, out of his reach, and this will go for an icing.
Whether you're looking for a great new custom jersey for any sport or some fantastic t-shirts for your upcoming event, So Cherry is your one-stop shop for all of your specialized needs. They do screen printing, embroidery for any event or team sport, and even custom quilting. They can truly do it all. Find them on the web at SoCherry.com, and also be sure to check out their Facebook page and the D-League Radio Facebook page to see the fine apparel So Cherry provides, including these snazzy jackets we're wearing today. That's SoCherry.com, the official outfitter of D-League Radio.
Now brought behind the net for the Stampede. 12:30 to go. Turnover taken by Ted Davis. Moves it to the slot. Looks to get off a shot. They score! Stuffed in. It was Garby again off an initial backhand by Davis. It's 2-1 Wolverines.
Garby on the doorsteps. Kello gets over, but Garby just muscles it through the pads. And the Wolverines with a 2-1 lead. What a great play by Garby, the veteran.
Just like that. Those guys on the ice, you got Davis, you got Garby, a lot of experience, a lot of skill.
And they've been teammates for a number of years now with the Jesters, and now 2 years in a row with the Wolverines.
And so now the Wolverines with the 2-1 lead. Shabak wins the faceoff back to Brott. And it'll be the Stampede having to play from behind here. Price over the line, top of the circle, lets it go. Interlead sees it all the way into the corner. Price tries to center one out in front for Shabak. Didn't get there. And now a pass kept at the blue line momentarily by Whips. Hits off the boards. Fanning on a backhand there is Desjardins. Now into the corner. Shabak battling hard there with Gray. Shabak goes down. We have a whistle.
I think the puck was located underneath him, and he was in a vulnerable position, so it's smart for the referees to stop the play there before somebody gets hurt. Shabak was laying on the ground. Gray was losing his balance just over the big man, and Shabak, again, a mountain of a man, but I don't think he's going to sustain the weight of Kyle Gray falling on him.
Clean face-off win for the Stampede. Whips, shot, blocks in front, rolls into the glove of Interlead, and he'll hang on. We'll have another face-off.
So we're halfway through this game now as we're approaching the 10-minute mark of the second period. 2-1, the Wolverines in front. I think now we're starting to see the game we anticipated, other than the first period that was dominated in most part by the Stampede. Now it seems the Wolverines with those goals have really found their legs.
They sure have, yeah. And here's Price. Shot from a bad angle, whistles well wide. Desjardins along the far boards, sends it through the goal mouth. Nobody able to collect it there. Price knocked off the puck by the Wolverines, coming the other way. Hamilton, he's got it. Hamilton's in. One-on-one. Tries to cut it back, loses control of it. Murphy, Hamilton, shot loose in front, covered, and we'll have a whistle as Kello able to find it and cover it and get a whistle.
Great hands by Hamilton. He had Stanbrough in front with his stick on the ice. Lots of traffic, lots of sticks in the way. Kello, again, always sharp to cover that up.
So face-off to Kello's right here, just under 10 minutes to go in the second. Clean face-off win. Shot. They score! Llewellyn let it go from just inside the blue line. Not sure if it hit anybody.
I think Stambrow, he's celebrating as if he tipped that in. He's leading the charge with the handshakes. I think Stambrow tipped that. Great low shot by Llewellyn from that point. Wonderful tip. That's a 2-goal lead.
It definitely changed directions right in front of the goaltender. No chance for Kello on that one. And 3-1, the Wolverines have scored 3 straight in the span of just over 10 minutes, and now they have the lead, and it's a 2-goal lead. Mathers right off the faceoff, moves it in 1-on-2, knocked off the puck. Kept there by Whips, moved along behind the net. Curnow leaves it back to Brott. Back in the corner for Curnow. Skates it around. Centering pass just out of the reach there of number 23, Robinson, and Whips will have to come back to get it at center.
Chase Robinson was right in the perfect position. That pass just half an inch beyond his stick.
Now Brott moves it on up to Curnow. Over the line. He's got Robinson and Mathers with him. Lets it go well wide of Interlead. Mathers collects along the far boards. Tries to center one. It's blocked. Into the far corner for Curnow. Brott, shot loose in front off a couple of sticks. Now another go at it. They score. Shoot again. Opportunity goes wide. Brott from the blue line back into the corner. Curnow. Mathers top of the slot. Shot saved by Interlead. Rebound loose, cleared by Curiel. Back out to center. 8 to go here in the second. 3-1 Wolverines. Young skates it up. Loses the puck, and it'll be turned over, and the Wolverines are able to clear it out now as Brott along the boards, hard off, up to Mathers. Look out here.
2-on-1.
Over the line. He's got Curnow with him. Sends it over to him. Curnow, shoot. He scores! Curnow through the 5-hole, and it's 3-2.
Curnow made a very short stutter with his stick, and that got Interlead to bite and open up the 5-hole, and Curnow buried it. Fantastic, lucky bounce actually for the Stampede as the puck came out of their zone. And of course it's Mathers and Curnow in the neutral zone with only one defenseman back. And a great pass by Mathers, great vision by Mathers to see Curnow out by himself. Fantastic move by the CIDL rookie Curnow to bring his team back to within 1.
Nice job there using Mathers as a decoy.
Yeah.
Like you said, to open up that 5-hole and then execute the shot and get it through there. 3-2. Wolverines come right back down off the face-off, though. Stampede able to get it out of immediate harm's way. Gray keeps it in. Loose in the slot now, moved on to Wilcox. 6:45 to go here, period 2. Right in front of his bench, Wilcox skates it in. Centering pass, shot wide there by White. Taken in the corner by Lee. Moved back to Sandy, shot from just inside the blue line, gloved and held on to by Interlead, and we'll have a whistle.
Good shot by Jeremy Sandy from the point, the D-League radio personality, putting it on net, making Interlead work for his meal today. Interlead saw that most of the way as the Wolverines defense was able to keep traffic out of his line of vision on that shot.
So face off just to Interlead's right. Lee able to win it cleanly. Back to Taylor. Taylor from the high slot, now taken though by Ted Davis, looking to go the other way. Gets it to Cunningham. Cunningham just dumps it in. Far corner, Taylor for the Stampede. Moves it up the boards, but Davis is there for the Wolverines. Back into the corner, now Taylor instead. Taken by Teddy Davis again. Moves it to the slot, still loose right in front.
Oh my.
And now it's Cunningham falling down as he tries to get a shot off, and the puck will be moved into the corner. Garby has it there. Centering pass intercepted, though, by Sandy. Sandy looks to move it up. Hard off the boards, though, pinching is Woodward. He'll move it down into the corner. Woodward battling hard there with the Stampede player. That's Wilcox. Fires it hard off the glass. This one's going to go all the way down.
No icing.
No icing here. Interlead out to play it. Leaves it for Gray. 5:15 to go in the second. 3-2 game here. Wolverines with a 1-goal lead.
And another pass up the middle.
Now the Stampede from behind the net. Centering pass. Can't get it to Lee. Garby looks to go the other way. Off of Davis' stick. Race for it here. Sandy cancels. Davis battles it into the corner. Cunningham lets it go. Didn't get much on the shot. Steered aside by Kello. From a bad angle, Garby. Kept now by Gray at the blue line. Shot off Cunningham's stick, now loose in front. Another opportunity there. Cunningham couldn't settle it down. And the Stampede just sent it the length of the ice, and this one will go for an icing.
Great defensive shift for Jeremy Sandy on that whole sequence. He had a nice shot from the point, and then in the defensive zone, he broke up not one but two centering passes that had Cunningham all alone in the slot just for a brief second. Great line of vision for the Stampede defenseman, Sandy.
He's been solid every game I think I've called for the Stampede this year. Very, very
He's
responsible.
done a great job.
4:15 to go here in the second. Face off just to the right of the Stampede goal. Hamilton wins it loose in front. Kello had to be nimble there as he made the save. Loose in the corner. Centering pass right out in front. Murphy. Hamilton had a couple of whacks at it on the backhand, but we'll have a whistle as Kello able to settle it down and hang on.
The initial shot by Stanbrow was up in the air, and Hamilton able to tip that. Kello with a huge save.
Now Hamilton off the face-off, shot right in. Kello makes another good save. Brott will just move it on off the boards to Price. Center ice circle, Price into the zone. Tries to get it over to Shabak, loose in the high slot, now whips. Plays it down into the corner for Price. Battling, Mundy takes it away. Now Hamilton. A couple of guys go down behind the play as here's Hamilton moving it up. 3:20 to go in the period. Over the line, cuts it back from just inside the blue line, moves it to Stanbro. Challenged and knocked away by Whips.
Veteran defensive play by Matt Whips. You expect nothing less.
And Shabak, top of the slot, rolling puck, settles it down, shot wide. Karam off the boards and covered by Inderlead, will have another whistle. Just under 3 minutes to go here in what has been a very up-tempo second period. 3-2.
Very great, yeah, just a great period of hockey here by these two teams.
Face off to the left of Inderlead. It'll be Shabak on the draw. He'll win it cleanly. Tries to get it over to Brott. Knocked away before he could take a shot. Delayed offsides now as the Stampede have to clear, giving Mundy an opportunity to just move it up. He'll send it on the other way. Whips, finds Price. Can't handle it cleanly. And now Stanbro looks to go the other way, off Hamilton's stick. Murphy on the far boards. Centers one, knocked away there by Brott. Shabak coming the other way, 1-on-2. Llewellyn pokes it away.
Good poke by the defense of the Wolverines there. Both Mundy and Llewellyn getting back when Shabak was trying to lead the rush. Chipped that right off his stick, let the Wolverines come the other way briefly.
Now 2 minutes to go here in the period. Desjardins, Young challenges him, keeps it in the zone. Curiel, shot, sticked away there by Kello. Into the corner, Young. Tries to play it back to center, taken instead though by the Stampede, coming the other way. Here's Robinson, he's got some speed over the line, 1-on-3. Just lets it go, goes wide, bounces off the backboards. Wolverines with plenty of defensive coverage there. Ross Killy moves it up to center. Race for the puck here. And
interference is going to be the call.
We're going to get a penalty and it'll be on the Stampede.
It is going to be on Ian Mathers. He's going to get an interference call. The puck was loose, and as Curiel was going after it, Mathers got in his way.
You could say
he was very subtle about it, but the referee was right there and saw that he moved in his way on purpose to take Curiel out of the play.
I think that's the right call.
It's a right call. It's not a dirty move. It's a good move if you can get away with it to, say that, hey, I was skating in this line, but no, the referee was right there, saw Curiel's line of travel and Mathers' line of travel and made the correct call. The Wolverines go on the power play here in the last minute of the second period.
Another chance to restore that 2-goal lead. 40 seconds here in the period. Wolverines look to break. Long stretch pass off the boards, taken by Ross Killy. He's in the zone. Top of the circle, lets it go. Hard off the boards, wide of the goal. Sandy behind his own net. Moves it on to Curnow. 26 seconds to go. Stampede just content to let this one go all the way down the ice.
Smart play by Curnow. He knew he had time, he had space. He just floated it down the ice to kill some time off this penalty. And the Stampede actually dodged the bullet. That nice stretch pass over to Ross Gilly just a moment ago. He has one of the hardest shots I've ever seen. He couldn't get that puck to settle.
10 seconds to go in the period. Wolverines move it in. Ross Gilly fights it into the corner, and that will just about do it. Horn goes, and the 2 periods are in the books, and the Wolverines improbably are up 3-2 in this game, looking to score the modest upset here in this 4-5 matchup. We've got 1 period left, John. It's going to be up to the Stampede scorers, Ian Mathers, Russ Kernow, and Jake Lee, to find some offense
And
here.
that is exactly who you're going to be looking for if you're on the ice, if you're the defenseman of the Stampede. Jeremy Sandy, Matt Whips, these guys have had a good day. They're very smart puck handlers, and you're going to be looking to find those guys who have several times inexplicably have found Ian Mathers and Jake Lee and company behind the Wolverines defense in the neutral zone. So they're going to have their head on a swivel. The Stampede, again, being down a goal, they're going to leave nothing behind. They're going to take some chances to get back tied and then hopefully take the lead. But they're going to have to kill the first minute of the period off since they are shorthanded.
And they are shorthanded with their top scorer, Mathers, in the box for another minute. So
be looking for him to come out and looking for a breakaway pass.
That can be very dangerous, right?
Yes, it could be. And again, he's had a very nice season in the last 2 seasons of doing things like that. He's, again, one of the fastest skaters in the league with one of the best shots. And it's a lethal combination if you're playing against him. It's a nice luxury to have when he's on your team, believe me on that one.
So face off at center here to start the third. Stampede skating left to right across your dial here.
Gonna have to move.
And they are shorthanded as the Wolverines have it in their own defensive zone. Now it's Robinson. Kernow knocked off the puck there. Ill-advised pass. They score right off the turnover. And Robinson, shorthanded, makes Llewellyn pay, and it's tied at 3.
What a shot by Chase Robinson. He made no doubt about putting that in the back of the net, but it was that whole sequence of events there. The loose puck going back in the zone, and the defense of the Wolverines kind of nonchalantly went after it. Chase Robinson was going 100 miles an hour to go get that loose puck, put pressure on Mundy, made Llewellyn make an ill-advised pass attempt just to clear it out of the zone, and Robinson made him pay in the biggest way. We're tied at 3.
And it was a shorthanded goal. Oh, now Davis right at the, he scores! Davis, a wrister, goes top shelf, and just like that, it's 4-3. No sooner had the Stampede tied it than Ted Davis unties it.
So that's a power play goal for the Wolverines, but it comes about 15, 20 seconds a little later than they wished, with Robinson tying the game, but now they go back to the 1-goal lead. Fantastic individual effort by Ted Davis.
He is a very skilled scorer. He had 20 goals in the regular season, and that's his first here in the playoffs. And just like that, the Wolverines, minute 20 here into the third period, have gone from being tied to now restoring their 1-goal lead. Play at center now. Teams at even strength after that power play goal. Wolverines gain the zone. Davis, top of the circle. Look out here. Wrister right in on goal. Kello saw that one all the way and will get a cover there as Davis didn't have much room to make a move.
Garby and Davis feed off of each other. You saw another example right there. Garby just a nice soft touch pass to Davis breaking in, and Davis didn't have a whole lot of room to skate and juke and jive and make some moves, but he still got a nice quality shot on goal. Made Kello work. Kello's really had a tough day today.
He kind of has, and now a shot just from inside the blue line from Gregg. It's all the way through. Kello able to cover that
Danbrow right on the doorstep trying to tip that home. You could see they're talking to each other. That was a set play. Gray maybe just a little too on target on net on that one.
So another face-off to Kello's right. Lee able to win this one, but the Stampede not able to get it out. From the corner, Stanbro hits it off Brott's body. Now Wilcox looks to move it out. Taken instead, though, by Murphy. He'll turn it. He scores!
Oh, it's tipped again!
Goodness, another tip in front.
Hamilton tipped that. It was a great shot by, was that?
It was for
Woodward
Murphy just
or
inside
Murphy?
the blue line, and it must have hit.
What a tip. It may have even been double tip. There was 2 guys in front of the net, and the Wolverines with a 2-goal lead. Very important with a lot of time still on the clock.
Still 14:40 to go here in the third, but as you say, a 2-goal lead for the Wolverines here early in the third period, and they're coming right back. Here's Stanbrough. Centers one. Loose in front, Brott for the Stampede. Moves it on to Lee. A little bit of desperation now for the Stampede. Hamilton plays it on back to Woodward behind the goal.
Stampede, again, one of the fastest teams, if not the fastest team in the CIDL. Watch them use that as their main weapon.
Now they force a turnover, but the Wolverines able to recover. Hamilton goes cross ice, gets it over to Stanbro into the zone. Stanbro lets it go from just inside the blue line. Save made by Kello. Big rebound now to Hamilton. Skates it in behind, loose in front. Opportunity here. Murphy can't get a shot off. And coming the other way are the Stampede. It's Lee breaking out. Tries to turn Gray around. He'll shoot it right in on Interlead. He'll just hang on to that one and get a whistle. And we'll have a face-off with 13:40 to go here in the third.
The Wolverines showing all kinds of confidence now with this 2-goal advantage. The Stampede, again, going to use speed as their main weapon. You saw Jake Lee turn on the Jets there and then put on the brakes just as he crossed the blue line. He had Wilcox over on the right side. I think that would have been the better play to make a pass, but still, Jake Lee's speed is what caused that offensive opportunity.
Now, right off the face-off, Taylor, a shot, hit a body in front. I think it was Llewellyn that got the block on that one. And he will just move it on out to center. Curiel trying to get there first. Race for the puck with Sandy. Curiel able to get there and just backhand it wide of the goal. The Wolverines come up with it in the corner. That's Dylan Young. Centers one, blocked, no. Taken the other way. Here comes 22. That's Price for the Stampede. Top of the circle, cuts it back, lets it go. Saved by Interlead. Kept, though, at the point by Sandy. Tries to go cross ice. Llewellyn will get there first and feed it on out.
Oh, yeah, Curiel, who was produce picking, we'll call it, out at the neutral zone, and pass just eluded him.
Now intercepted pass, but for the moment, the Stampede now get it back the other way. Here's Dejanay. Over the line, leaves it for Price. Top of the circle, fans on the shot. Able to recover it, but can't get anything off. And Dejanay behind the goal. Moves it back to the point. Taylor one-times it, comes right in on goal, and Interlead will cover for a whistle here.
The clock keeps ticking, much to the chagrin of the Stampede. And if you're on the Wolverines, that clock's not ticking fast enough. A 2-goal lead. But again, the Stampede with a ton of talent and firepower to tie this game up. First, they have to get 4.
Shabak on the face-off with Curiel. Wins it cleanly. Taylor from the point. Waiting now, letting it go. Llewellyn sticks it just in front of the goal, and Price will play it in the corner. He goes down battling there with number 13. That's Charlie Mundy. Mundy from behind the net. Plays it on over to Young. Far boards. Young tries to get it up to Curiel. Overshoots him, and Taylor will get there first for the Stampede and move it on out to center. 11:30 to go here in the third period. Stampede trail the Wolverines 5-3. Now a near turnover. Here's Young just inside the line. Dylan Young from the far corner. Shot from a bad angle, hit the side of the cage. Now comes loose for Ross Kelly. He shoots it. Big rebound right in front for Curiel. Still loose in front. Another opportunity for Ross Kelly. And now the Stampede finally able to move it on down. This one's going to go the length of the ice. And we will have no icing here as Mundy back to play it for the Wolverines. Challenged by Mathers. Moves it on to Ross Kelly. 11 minutes to go. Ross Kelly lets it go. It hit a body, though, before it even got into the zone. Turnover comes Mathers the other way. Mathers turns a couple of defensemen around. Now backhands one into the slot.
he had Ryan Llewellyn twisting every which way but loose there, but unable to get a clean shot off.
Now the Stampede just dump it in. Curnow tries to challenge Llewellyn. Whips able to keep at the blue line.
Nice pinch by Matt Whips.
Over to Robinson, lets it go. Gloved into the behind the net. Now Mathers plays it there. Over to Curnow in the far corner. Curnow to Brott. Can't get control of the puck. Robinson will wheel around and shoot, but Interlead saw that one all the way, and he'll hang on again.
Really starting to see some desperation already from the Stampede players with 10 minutes remaining here in the third period. Down by 2 goals, but they're really turning up the gas and turning up the heat and the pressure on the Wolverines defense.
Robinson on the face-off there with Garby. Garby wins it cleanly back to Woodward. Whips keeps top of the circle. Matt Whips makes a move, takes it to the corner. Matt Whips still with it. Centers it for Robinson. Lets it go. Shot blocked in front.
Nice play.
And Curnow back to get it over there in the near corner for the Stampede. Goes back to the point. Cunningham, though, there to intercept. And the Wolverines are able to move it out to center. Ted Davis collects the puck, skates it back. Davis stick handles now over, skates it for a moment, but able to recover it and move it on to Garby. The delay, though, is able to allow Whips some time to get there. And now moved on. Matt whips to the slot. Pinches up. Robinson shot. Handled for the moment by Interlead, but a little bit rough there, and the puck was loose for just a moment in the paint before he covered.
That was not as easy a save as Interlead would have preferred there. As I believe that was Robinson who had another quality shot on goal. He's already tallied once today with that shorthander. Putting the pressure on.
Now Garby and Robinson on another face-off to Interlead's left, and again it's Garby winning it cleanly. Kept though on the hard around by Sandy at the point. Now Taylor makes a move. Shot well wide there. Taylor had a lot of mustard on that one. Robinson, far boards. Shot hits Garby. Now into the corner. Another opportunity for Mathers off of the goaltender. Big rebound now. And the Wolverines with Gray will just move it on out to center. Long stretch pass just out of the reach of Ted Davis.
Icing.
And this will go for an icing with 8:20 to go here in the period.
Wasn't sure if they would call icing on that one or let them play through, but icing was the call and the correct call. I thought Davis might have gotten a piece of that. Obviously, referees had a better angle than you and I did on that. But expect, if you're the Wolverines, to see a lot of Ian Mathers in this final 8 minutes for sure. He's a presence when he's on the ice, as we've already seen already this game. They're going to see a boatload of him here in the last few minutes for sure.
Lee wins a faceoff. Taylor lets it go well wide. 47 Woodward back to get it. Long stretch pass. Look out here. Hamilton, is he able to corral it? He is. Backhands it in. Kello makes a save. Puck loose in the far corner. Collision there between Cunningham and Lee. Ted Davis takes it. Runs into his own player. Cunningham goes down. Kept at the point. No, not kept at the point. Shot in by Gray, and he was offsides when he did it. Wolverines are still offsides. Gray waiting, gets it to Davis. Just inside the blue line now, Ted Davis. Stops on a dime over to Hamilton, top of the circle. Hard around the boards. Cunningham will get there first. Tries to go cross ice and take an ill-advised pass there as Wilcox will come the other way for the Stampede. 7 minutes to go. Stampede need to get something going in a hurry here. Stretch pass there from Wilcox, doesn't find a home, and Gray will move it on out to center.
Here's 3-on-1.
Look out, here comes this is Stanbro, top of the circle, lets it go. Shot, big save, rebound.
What a save by Kello.
Needed that one as Wilcox over to Lee now into the zone 2-on-2. Lee, big shot, whistles wide. And Lee now battling with Gray in the far corner. Taken instead by Stanbro, but a turnover as Lee able to come back up with it. Oh, now loose.
Look out!
Opportunity. It's stopped by Interlead as it was wide open. Another opportunity here as it goes wide. That was a shot from White. Murphy goes back into the corner to get it. Sends it around to Stanbro. Challenged by Sandy. Kept deep. Wilcox back to Sandy. Centering pass. Off the boards to Murphy. 6 minutes to go here in the third. 5-3. Stampede trail the Wolverines. Here's Hamilton. Taking it into the corner. Hamilton centering opportunity there. Kello with the stick just moves it aside. Wilcox, ill-advised pass there over to Taylor. Nobody home for the Wolverines. As Taylor will take it at center into the zone. Austin Taylor shot. Llewellyn's stick falls out of his hands as he blocked that shot. And the puck comes on out to center. Here's Young. Dylan Young over the line. Challenged by Brott. Puck goes loose into the corner. Brott first to get it. Taken though by Murphy along the near boards. Now Brott able to come back up with it. Gets it over to Dejanay. Center ice circle. He'll just fire that one in on Interlead, and he will cover that one and get a whistle here with 5:15 to go in the third.
Again, desperation on order for the Stampede. You're seeing it play out in front of us. As the clock ticks down, we are at 5 minutes remaining in the game. They're Stampede down by 2. Wolverines are going to have to stay solid. They've done so far here in this third period.
Shabak wins the faceoff back to the point. Brott keeps it for the moment, but the Wolverines get a turnover and take it the other way. Here's Curiel at center. Cuts it into the zone. He's got Young with him. Shot from Curiel, sticked away by Kello. Now Ross Killey behind the net, gets it over to Curiel. Moved into the corner. Price has it there for the Stampede. Long stretch pass, nobody out there for the Stampede, and Llewellyn will settle it down for the Wolverines, send it hard off the boards, just out of the reach of Young. Brought back to get it first for the Stampede. 4:20 to go here in the period. 5-3. Stampede with the 2-goal deficit. Ross Killey just inside the blue line, lets it go, hits whips in front. Now Ross Killey moves it around to Curiel. Centering pass is blocked. Ross Killey along the near boards. Shot right in, loose in front. They score!
Oh, that has to be the straw. Rebound
Young.
in front, and Dylan Young, Johnny on the spot, right in position where he needed to be, puts it past a sprawling Kello to give the Wolverines a 3-goal lead with less than 4 minutes remaining in the game. That might have been the difference maker right there.
You could envision maybe 2 goals inside of 4 minutes, but 3 is a tall order.
Absolutely, especially against a goalie as high caliber as Aaron Inderlead.
So
and
now,
again, Jake Kello, one of the best goalies, if not the best goalie in the CIDL. Just fantastic goals against him.
so the Stampede into the zone. Dejanay lets it go from just inside the blue line, whistles well wide. Price able to get there first. Moves it right out in front. Shabak had an opportunity, couldn't get a stick on it. The Wolverines content to move it to center. Race for the puck here. Curiel's going to go all the way down. No icing here.
He'll get there. Good play good hustle by Andrew Curiel.
Ross Killey along the boards. Back to the point for Llewellyn. Off a skate in front. Loose for Ross Killey. Sean Ross Killey centering pass. Loose again. Opportunity there. Still loose at the doorstep. Young almost had another one. And now here comes Price the other way. Taken away by Dylan Young. Mundy fanned on the pass. Gets it over to Llewellyn, and he'll just backhand it, but not out. Here's Dejanay just inside the line. Lets it go from the top of the circle. Easy save there by Inderlead. And now Sandy will just move it in. Now Dejanay. Centers one, nobody there. 2:20 to go in the third.
Kello still in the net. You got to figure he's going to come out at any second now.
First opportunity, you would think the Stampede would want to get that 6th guy out. 2:15. Still firmly planted in his net. Stampede possessed the puck at center, trying to get it up to Mathers. Here's Llewellyn. Mathers been very quiet here in the third period. Curnow just inside the line now with the top of the slot. Shot.
Kello's still in the net.
Ted Davis for the Wolverines settles it down. 1:50 to go in the third. Taylor, center ice. Leaves it on to Mathers. He'll get it up to Robinson. Robinson from along the far near boards shoots it well wide. Now Curnow tries to center it over to Mathers. Log jam along the far boards. Wolverines happy to just run some clock, and a shot from just inside the blue line will be covered. And with a 3-goal lead, the clock will continue to tick.
The clock will continue to run with a 3-goal lead, and Kello is still in the Stampede net. I'm very, very surprised at that. And we're getting a penalty again.
It looks like it's going to be Mathers.
Mathers.
Bucks again. Not sure what that call was, but with just over a minute to go, he will spend the last moment of this game.
And the faceoff will come down into the Stampede zone. That's going to do it, buddy.
Yep, and that's going to take a lot more time off the clock here. So by the time we actually drop the puck, we'll be inside of 45 seconds. It'll be Garby on the faceoff with Robinson.
And if you think the Wolverines are going to score here just to make a statement, you're right. They came in the underdog today and really did not play the part. They are the defending champs, and Ryan Llewellyn put together a team made up mostly of the team that won the championship a season ago.
Well, looks like they will live to fight another day in defense of that championship, as with 20 seconds to go here, the Wolverines spread it out. Cunningham leaves it on over for Garby into the zone. Garby, top of the circle, lets it go. Shot saved by Kello. Big rebound into the corner. Cunningham over to Davis. 8 seconds to go here. Just skating around. Ted Davis cuts it back into the circle now. Tries to get him shooting position, knocked off the puck, and that will do it. The horn is sounding, and by a 6-3 margin, the Wolverines upset the Stampede. They will move on in the CIDL Intermediate Playoffs. The Stampede's dream of championship glory has come to an end.
And the Wolverines looking to defend as their championship they won a season ago in what many consider an upset over the Jesters. Upset the Stampede today. The Wolverines, again, with a sub-500 season, find themselves exactly in the same position as they did a season ago. looking to move on to the next round and doing so against a very talented Stampede team.
This is a dangerous Wolverines team. They've got some guys who can really score. Ted Davis and John Garby together on the ice are dynamic. Andrew Curiel, Travis Hamilton both played really well today. They're a team that's going to be a tough out for anybody. It was Garby with 2 goals. Young had 1. Davis had 1. Stanbro had 1. And that was all they needed. And that was the question I had coming in is you got Ted Davis with 20 goals. Who's going to come up with your secondary scoring to be able to beat the Stampede team? And they were able to answer that question.
Young guys like Stanbrough and Garby stepped up big time today. And Stanbrow's been out most of the season with an injury, so it's good to see him come back and help this Wolverines team. And the Stampede, I mean, they gave it a good effort, and they were moving and flying around like the Stampede do, just unable to beat Interlead enough times to take away the victory.
And Interlead played real well today. He made a lot of key saves and controlled the puck when needed and didn't give up any soft goals. The goals he did give up were
good goals,
not goals.
The shorthanded goal by Chase Robinson was a fantastic shot by Robinson for sure.
Absolutely,
just a very entertaining game.
It was,
an upset. Yes, are we surprised? I'm not jaw-dropping surprised, but still an upset's an upset, and we've seen 2 today here in this opening round. We saw 4 outstanding games today.
Yep, all of them were close, all of them were entertaining.
Yeah.
This was the 4-5 matchup, so you can call it an upset, but like you said, this is the defending champions. There's a lot of guys on this team that know how to win, know how to play the game, and I don't think you can be too shocked by this outcome.
That's it.
It was a great effort by both teams, but the Wolverines pull out, and they will live on to play next week. And that will just about do it for us today, John.
That will do it for us.
And we'll be back next week with...
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now.
Easter is a week from today, and we will have the week off. But we will be back 2 weeks on the 28th. We'll see what the matchups are, and next week, or the next time we meet, it'll be the semifinals where the winners go to the big dance.
Getting close to the end here and getting close to the end of the season.
And the end of D-League Radio. We are in our final season. We're going out with a bang. These are outstanding games today.
I have a feeling we haven't seen the last of our excellent games for the slate here. I think we're going to see a lot more of them between now and the end of the season. But we wish everybody in the D-League community a happy Easter, and we'll be back in 2 weeks to play the semifinal round of the CIDL playoffs in both divisions. So for John Reichart, I'm Patrick McFarland. Thanks for watching today, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.